recording thing done. If it for some reason goes blank on me, it's because of my lousy Wi-Fi connection. I apologize in advance. Right now, I just recently got the game, The Last of Us. This game I've been meaning to get my hands on for quite some time. I've been eager to play it. I'll be honest with you, yes, it is a zombie game. Be prepared for spoilers because I'm just gonna play from where I'm left off, as I always do in any of my games that I have reviewed so far. Let's see, I guess you could say I played a couple of zombie video games, which is like, mostly, of course, related into The Walking Dead. I've played also even the some old ones, like Resident Evil. I'm talking about PS1 version and such. I'm pretty sure there are other zombie games, but if you want like one of the latest, I say this is actually is actually very challenging. I am just, I keep getting blown away sometimes. Like, cover gets blown. I have died, like, countless times, because the damn zombie has got me. Or, like, they have these enemies called clickers, which I can't really get with a melee attack unless I do it, like, really, really, really quickly. But I have to have, like, an object, like a pipe or a piece of wood, which I highly recommend if you're going against clickers. You'll find out because obviously they make the sound of clicking. So, that's how you know when there's one nearby. So, but that's just a little hint. I mean, story-wise, it's really good. The challenge is actually really good. I have it on normal. I mean, maybe I'm just not that good at maybe, but like, I always play normal. I never play games on easy mode. I always play them on normal mode. It is pretty challenging. Mostly because I get caught by the zombies, like, fairly easily, or someone screws up, Or I don't know, actually, because, like, the people that I'm, like, with and stuff like that in this game, you think that the zombies would have found him. But, in point of fact, it doesn't.
Now the safety's on. Do you know how to switch it off?
I do.
You gotta respect it. This is not...
Joel, I'll be careful.
Okay.
Didn't want to ruin the storyline. I just went ahead and went past an ambush right now. Spoiler alert here. So, like I said, don't watch this video if you're not going to like spoilers. Not going to happen. Technically, that girl right there is basically someone I'm guarding. She actually is immune, apparently. I went through an ambush to the city. I'm trying to take her somewhere because she's technically the cure. Weapon-wise, you guys would need to upgrade to be able to, get those weapons rather quickly, or else you'd have to do this, like right here where it says hold to swap. I mean, this is bad when it comes to, if you are trying to fight, people very quickly, or zombies. I guess you could say the best way to explain this kind of setup is kind of like on how, if you've played the Left 4 Dead on the Xbox, that's the best way I can explain it. Because look, I mean, I have like the first aid right here, right? And like, it obviously does like the same thing. You also you can create your stuff. Oh, hold on, there we go. You find supplies. I recommend you look in every single door, cupboard, everything like that to find these parts you can add, like, scissors to any of your melee weapons like sticks or pipes. You could make shifts to unlock doors and of course stab, zombies from behind. First aid, that cocktail thingy where you light it on fire and toss it. This is a new one that I just got. It's kind of like a nail bomb. Recommending not to throw this when you're close up in front of enemies. I have not done that yet. I usually throw it far away, but I'd rather not find out. Smoke bomb. That's another recent one I just got. Right here is the skills. Like, another reason to look around. You need to find, like, pills or something like that, and you could upgrade your stuff. As you could see, I'm not that good. I mean, I always try to do it for my health because I'm very reckless. So, yeah. And of course, here's artifacts. Look around also, because sometimes you'll find notes as well. Like, you know, and if you find these, you know, you'll sometimes get combinations to safes, so you can open them. I don't know what this is about, to be honest. This is just a firefly thingy. Briefly, firefly is basically something, I guess you could say, a group of people, like kind of going against another set of group of people. You know, you think amongst, you know, zombie attacks, it would be, you know, we would stop fighting each other, but that's not true. Training manuals. I don't know what this is. Comics. Oh yeah. What's it? Apparently I got comics. I did not know that. Anyway. But yeah, that's pretty basic. Like I said, right now I just finished an ambush, so I'm gonna look around for stuff. Look, see right here. These are little parts. If you could find like a bench, you could go ahead and upgrade any of your weaponry. I usually try to take one brick, or like a bottle or whatever, you know, usually to make noise. And I would recommend it, like I said. Let's see. Okay, well, I have this version. This is a remastered version on the PS4. I really like the way they actually have done it. It has very great extreme detail that I have been seeing, you know, and okay, let's see what I got. Got a baseball bat. I'm gonna switch this because my baseball bat has like it only gets like, as you can see, the bar below on the lower right corner has those little bars there. That's how many times I could use that bat. So yeah. Oh, that doesn't look good. Anyway. Cassette, I'm looking around for stuff. Oh, as you could see, these little particles in the air. That usually means that's usually like a zombie or something nearby for some reason. Okay, I found something here. I'm going to read this. Yada 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 yada. I don't care. Like, you know. Know for a fact, a little bit of a hint. You know, if you see any of that pollen anywhere, I recommend you don't stay there long. Oh, there's the exit. No, hold on. Like I said, you need to find stuff, because if you don't, you know, that's what kind of saves you. You need to look for stuff, so don't be lazy. You know? Like, trust me, because I need, like, a lot of stuff, you know? And, like, you know, especially with me being so reckless in video games. Okay, I'm looking around. Nothing there. Okay. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know. Now I'm looking for stuff. I haven't had any zombies pop up entirely. Note, you get to have this little vision. When it's black and white that way, you know, that kind of thing. You know, he's usually like listening. Any sound, anything at all, you know. Any zombies nearby, you know, and he'll listen. And like he'll hear. And I recommend you increase like the way it kinda, like, you should upgrade your hearing when it comes to that, because, you know, it's gonna pay in the long run. Okay.
Alright, do your thing, Ellie.
I've already played like a good amount of this game, and is actually pretty intense.
Hold on.
I am.
There.
I love the storyline, and I love that challenge that it gives, actually. If you hear some weird music in the background, I apologize. Think of it as a little bit of added, you know, something non-scary to this moment, I guess. Okay, let's see.
How about you get me up there?
Okay. Help me open this.
I need this thing. You gotta think a little bit outside the box here. Like when it comes to it, you know, like, because you think that's all it's used for, right? And, well, you'd be wrong. Woo! Okay. Ah, here's right here the bench. Here. Like, basically, any of those little parts that you got there. As you can see, you can upgrade, you know, all these weapons as what I have so far. I'm missing one, apparently. Let's see. What do I want to upgrade? And honestly, I kind of stopped caring a bit. You know, like, on what to upgrade. I'm just, like, upgrading as I go, to be honest. I mean, it'd be better if I can try to, like, get a capacity. But, you know, sometimes, no. Damn it. Okay, I'm out of parts. And those are the pills I just picked up. Okay.
Oh, get down, get down.
Like I said, this is just a little bit of the gameplay of what you'll experience. I might even let this video linger out maybe like an extra 5 minutes instead of leaving it for 15 minutes. It depends. I mean, like, if I have any other hints. I guess it's somewhat what I do is I tell you, I show you the gameplay, you know, obviously, you know, you're probably not going to hear a bad review from me, to be honest, because I get the games that I am interested in. I wouldn't say, you know, buy this game. Once again, I'm just making this clear right now. This is my opinion. I love these games, and I will only show you the games that I'm interested in, you know? If you got any requests, I guess, you know, if I have the game, then I'll probably do it. But try to make sure it's kind of on the PS4, because, like, I have the Xbox One barely, but I have no idea how to use it still. So, like, I'm new to it. I was always a PlayStation person. Anyhow. Flashlight, it's, like, it's pretty realistic when you really think about it, you know? As in, it doesn't show you much. That's how realistic it is, and how, like, you know, how stupid it can be. Alright. I hear people. Oh, damn. Look, see that? You'll notice that. And watch this. A little hint. Look, I go ahead and give it a good trick. Now, this could expose me because the other guy is there, but I'm not entirely sure.
Cover me, I'm moving up.
Okay, I got caught. So like, in a sense, what's it? Right now, the girl just got a gun. I want this pipe because my bat just kind of gave out. Always look around for the bodies to make sure that, you know, they don't have anything. Okay, I'm gonna look around a bit more, see if there's anyone there. See, I can use the sound of bricks or bottles or whatever to, you know, distract, obviously, you know, other things. Let's see if I have enough for... Ah, dang it. I need one more blade and a binding in order for me to get the upgrade. I recommend that you do this for your melee weapons, like when it... I guess you could say, if you have one and it's in good condition, like, you know, you haven't used any of the bars, I recommend you upgrade it as quickly as possible, because you get one good swing when you upgrade it, like, guarantee kill in any zombie, even if it's a clicker. Now, there are these things called bombers or bloomers, or I forgot what they were called, but they're huge. I have yet to try an upgraded melee attack on those guys. I mostly just shoot them. I don't know if you'll ever get a chance to see one in this gameplay. If you do, well, whoop-de-doo for you guys. You get a heads up a bit. But if not, you know, something to be aware of. You might want to stay far away from those huge things as much as possible. They're huge, guys. They're not hard to miss. Okay. I think we're cool. From what I see, anyway. Okay, so I gave you a few tips, you know, if you're gonna play this game. you know, and such. In honesty, I don't always have to do that, but...
Got word from the east side crew.
Oh, shoot.
What about Marcus? Yeah, they're driving through
Okay.
that area.
Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people. Don't use... Oh, also, don't use a bow and arrow unless you're guaranteed a hit. Because it could still make a sound. Okay, well, I could probably trigger a sound.
Yeah, I see him. Stay low.
Let's see. I'm trying to think here. Okay, just for this game in particular, I'm gonna go ahead and, what's it, I'm gonna kinda go ahead and keep it up long. The problem is, though, that if I set off that bomb, probably 2 of those guards over there might see me. I have 1 good brick, so I guess hold on. See? Everyone's now on high alert. So I guess we really have no choice but to fight him.
Haley, cover me!
Oh. Of course, obviously those with vests. Okay, now it tells me I can. Okay, I'm basically out of ammo here right now. I have to be kind of quick about something. Whoa, look at her go. Sometimes she can actually be of real help, but you have to protect her too, so don't leave her like vulnerable. So trust me, she could be useful. There's another bomb there, but I'm not gonna trigger it. I'm gonna leave that there just in case. Let's see. Whew. Okay, let's see. As you can see, there's one guy here. I'm kind of keeping it low. But apparently I don't think he heard me. So... okay. Maybe I have enough. Damn it! Man, that's what's gonna annoy you guys the most, I swear.
Hurry, Joel.
Try to get at least 1 bomb going. Let's see. As you can see, my odds aren't good. I stay in the shadows. And... bombs away. Haha! See? Already got 1. Okay. I don't see any. Always look behind you, by the way. Bad guys are a little bit smarter here because, you know, they're not going to go through one way. They are not. They're going to go through different ways. Yeah, because, like, you know, always be aware. Like, look around with your vision and stuff like that, because they'll come up behind you, they'll go around, you know. This game is a little bit more smarter than you give it credit for. And that's what also really impresses me about it. Okay, I really had no choice there because he isn't going to fall for it. Because, you know, he set up the traps, you know. Who would fall into one of their own traps, right? Because, you know, once again, these guys are... Uh-oh. If the guy is no longer there, he either move farther away... Like that. Now watch this. You can do that. Okay. Now, I got rid of most... But as you could see, that it's intense. Oh, I heard that. Look, see? They're coming up from behind us. Watch this. See? This is why you gotta always be careful. As I said, if you want my opinion, you need to kill these guys like right away. So when you can grab them, grab them. Because, you know, why would you want to use up all your pipes? You know, like your pipes or your melee weapons when you could use it on hardcore zombies. And of course, you know, they fight back, and look, see, she even helps. The game is pretty intense and honestly realistic. Like, I mean, obviously, you know,
What? Oh.
there's some things that can be realistic in an apocalyptic world, and some not so much, but this one kind of nails it down. Oh! Dang it! And see, it got me. It left a trap there. You guys need to like. Oh man, I hope I didn't start from the beginning again. Well, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I'm good. All right. Well, basically, that's my whole review on the game. I gave you guys like an extra 5 minutes this time because, you know, I believed I was doing too much talking more than the action here. But, you know, like, this game, I really enjoy it. I guess you could say, if you liked Left 4 Dead or, like, any zombie-related games, I guess, you know, and such, I recommend playing this game. Once again, all up to you if you want to play it, you know. I am not advertising. I could really care less if you buy the game or not. You know? I'm just doing this for fun. But, you know, like I said, I do these reviews basically if you are interested in a game and you don't want to waste, like, I got this game, like, at a shop here for, like, 20 bucks. You know? Maybe a little bit less, I think. Well, sometimes a PS4 is like 20 and PS3 version is like 17. But you know what? If you don't want to spend that kind of money and not feel like disappointed, you know, like, you know, that's why I post these kind of games, you know. Who would want to go ahead and buy a game and, you know, realize it's not that good and then return it and probably not even get all your money back? Probably. I mean, maybe some places do, but I don't know. But that's basically it. I'm not gonna brag on anymore. Other than if you find rooms that are locked and he says he needs a shiv, you know, that's try not to use the shivs too much, because if you open locked doors that need shivs to open them, like, you'll be able to find really good supplies, really good good amount of ammo, supplies, everything like that, you know. Let's see. I wish I could have showed you guys some zombies, but then I'd be yammering too much, you know. Well, anyhow, I'm gonna get back to this game and such. So, once again, I hope you guys like it. You know, if you got any questions, if you got game requests, you know, leave them in the comments below. But I'll only do those game requests if, number one, if they're on the PS4 for now. The money, you know. I'm just a bargain hunter that happens to find a bunch of games. Trust me, I have a lot of games. So, thank you guys, and I'll figure out how I'll fiddle with this a little bit more, so until I figure out how to turn this off.